Hello, I'm Matt.
Oh, and I'm Mike.
Welcome to ABC Interactive English.
Hi, everyone. How are you today?
What was that?
Oh, you would like to know, wouldn't you, Matt? Well, you know the other day when I said I was missing my steak from the kitchen?
This again?
Yeah, this again, because I got home and I realized my dog didn't eat the steak because my dog became vegetarian last year. My dog only eats salad and tofu now. So it couldn't have been my dog. So that brings me back to thinking that it might have been you. But when we tried your your watch with your truth and lie detector, it didn't work. So I went to the night market yesterday. And down a dark alley around a corner behind the back of a building, I met an old lady, and the old lady was selling a truth serum, a magical medicine that if you take it, you can only tell the truth. What do you think, Matt? Would you like to try it? It's grape flavor, and I know that's your favorite.
I would not like to try it.
What do you mean?
What?
An old lady, a weird, strange old lady who I never saw ever again, sold it to me.
Are you sure she was telling the truth before she took your money?
No, but she seemed nice. She had lots of black cats.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
And a broom. So she's clean and cats like her.
Okay.
Yeah, and it smells great. Really nice. Tasty, yum yum. Would you like to try a little and maybe answer some questions?
To tell the truth,
Yeah?
I would not like to try it at all, and I think you're just gonna have to take my word about that steak.
Maybe I'll save it and I'll get you a coffee later on. I'll just keep it here. I wouldn't want to lose it. Let's check out our article and we'll see what's happening with the lie detector at school.
I didn't expect that. In my mind, they're together. I try another angle and ask, "Are you in love? Is he in this room?" Sandra answers yes to both.
All right, so here we are with Exposer Part 3. This is the final part. So
Very
we're gonna
exciting.
finally get to know what's going on, what's going to happen. Remember, at the end of yesterday, you all remember that Sandra had answered no when David asked, "Have you and Ben kissed?" He thought the answer was yes. They looked embarrassing, but the machine said when she said no, that was the truth. This is very surprising to everyone.
That's right. So we're going to find out just how surprised they are.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I was shocked.
In my mind, they're together.
Very
In his mind, so what he thinks is that they are a couple. They're in a relationship together.
That's right.
So our next vocabulary word is expect. Expect is a verb, and it means what you think is going to happen or what you... Yeah, so if I expect it to rain tomorrow, I think it's going to rain. And so in this case, he expected that she would say yes to the question, have you two kissed?
That's right. And if something happens that you don't expect, this probably means that you're surprised or shocked or something, right? If someone says, "What do you expect?" you're kind of saying, if I have to bet money, this is what I bet is going to happen. And of course, when that doesn't happen, wow, that's really different. You have to change your mind about things. Maybe something happened you didn't know, but this is definitely not what you would have guessed, what you expected. Anyway, so this is interesting. So it's almost like one of those police officers, right? When they're asking the bad guy questions and then they go, wait, maybe he didn't do it, or maybe he's just lying, so we'll try to ask him in a different way. And that's why it says, I try another angle and ask, are you in love? Is he in this room? Sandra answers yes to both. Ah, okay. So before he asked, have you and Ben kissed? He expected she would say yes. She said no. That's the truth. But now he's thinking, I got it. You love Ben, but you guys just haven't kissed yet. So that's why he's asking her, He thinks he's going to get the right answer, but he's going to ask her in a different way. And that's why we use this word angle. Now, you might know this word angle from math class. 90-degree angle, 45-degree angle. A triangle has 180 degrees of angles, right? When we think of lines that join at different positions, we think of that space being the angle. But here, when we talk about taking a different angle, we're kind of saying you're doing something in a different way. You're trying to reach the same goal, but you realize, if I do it this way, it's not going to work. Maybe I'll do it in another way, you know? So for example, you want to go on a trip with your classmates, and you know if you tell your parents, we want to go to the beach and party, they're going to be like, no, you can't do that. So you say, we're going to go to the beach to clean it up, to keep the environment nice, pick up bottles and stuff. They're like, oh, very good. That's great. Good for you. And then you can still go to the beach with your friends. You tried another angle.
It's a good angle to take. So we have another vocabulary word, which is both. So in this case, she answered yes to both questions. So that's when we have two things, and it's the same for the two things. So in this case, both the questions. So only with things that are two, we use both.
True. Yeah.
If it's more than two, we would use all. So in this case, both being two, I could say, I have what? I have two friends with me, and they both have blonde hair.
Okay, so these two friends have blonde hair, not just one of them, the two of them.
Right.
Okay, but if it was three friends, you'd say all of them have blonde hair. So yeah, both is two, all of a group of two. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we will be back.
I ate your steak yesterday.
You did?
I don't know why I just said that.
Did you have that coffee I got for you?
I did.
Okay, so now I got a coffee for Matt. I'm gonna make sure it has a special ingredient, you know, so I can get the truth about my missing steak out of him. Oh, God, that's awful. Oh, a little bit should be enough. All right, let's put that in. Gotta put this back and. Okay, I think it's ready. Matt! Oh, Matt, I got a coffee for you, my friend.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hi, Matt. I was at the store and I got you a little coffee. Why don't you enjoy it? I've had enough today, but I really think you need a coffee, my friend. You must be tired.
That's so kind of you. I was just thinking I could use a coffee.
No problem.
So this is perfect.
Yeah, enjoy it after your lunch.
Will, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
A good friend.
Thank you, Magic Potion.
What?
All right, we'll be back after our break. Nothing. We'll be back after the break.
I ask about his eye color. She says no to blue and brown. I turn to Boffin. I say, this machine doesn't work. I see everyone, and everyone has blue or brown eyes. When Boffin says, not everyone, I turn red. For my last question, I ask, is he an idiot? Sandra is very embarrassed and says,
yes, and he has green eyes.
Okay, so Sandra likes somebody, but it's not Ben. We know that now.
Okay.
So David, who's asking these embarrassing questions that aren't really super embarrassing yet because he's not getting the answers he expects, David's now trying to figure out, well, who does she like if it isn't Ben? That's what I thought she would say. So he's trying to figure it out. Remember, he's asking her only yes-no questions. Only simple questions she can answer with a yes or a no. So this is David again, being the detective. He says, I ask about his eye color, the eye color of this mystery guy who Sandra is in love with. She says no to blue and brown. So he would have said, does he have blue eyes? No. Does he have brown eyes? No. And of course, the color of a person's eyes can be quite different. You know, different parts of the world where people come from, they might have different color eyes. Blue, brown, green. Mine are hazel. I don't even know what that means. That's what it says on my passport.
Hazel. I didn't know that was an option.
I don't even know what that means. And of course, this will be maybe written on your passport. If you're an actor or a fashion model, it might be important. And it's also just one of those interesting, unique things about people because, yeah, lots of people might have different color eyes. When we talk about a color, blue, green, red, purple, yellow, orange. That's what we're talking about. There's lots of things in the world. Some of them are black, some of them are white, some of them are gray, but many of them have different colors, like a rainbow.
Wow, that's what makes us different. Eye colors, so that's
hair color.
How they can try and tell who she's talking or who she's in love with based on their eye color.
It's not blue eye guy, it's not brown eye boy, so who is it?
We'll find out. I turn to Boffin. I say, this machine doesn't work. I see everyone, and everyone has blue or brown eyes.
Interesting. So he's complaining. He says she doesn't like a guy with brown eyes or blue eyes, but everyone has either blue or brown eyes. Everyone in the classroom he can see.
Yeah, everyone in the room they're in, at least.
That's right. Or everyone in the room that he can actually see. And when Boffin says not everyone, Boffin is saying not everyone has blue or brown eyes. That's when it drops. That's when he goes, oh, and then I turn red. Now it's his turn to feel embarrassed. His skin gets hot. His face turns red. He's like, oh no, I'm so stupid. And so for my last question, I ask, is he an idiot? Is the guy that you like an idiot? In other words, is he not very smart?
Yeah, so that's a vocabulary word which is a noun and it's an idiot. So an idiot is a person who's not smart. It's not a very nice thing to say. You wouldn't call your friends or usually anyone you really like or want to like you wouldn't call them an idiot. So yeah, it just means not smart. And you might, if children are calling each other names, they might use this word, but it's not a nice thing to call someone.
It would be an insult. It would be an unkind thing to say. I do call someone an idiot quite a lot. I call myself an idiot. Sometimes, you know, you leave your keys at home, you leave your house, you forget your mask, and you have to walk off. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You know, you don't really mean it. You're just like, I did something really silly. I wasn't thinking. In that kind of case, it's okay. But yeah, to say someone is an idiot just because they failed their math test or something, that's not a nice thing at all. But you can do it when you make a mistake and you feel silly.
To yourself.
That might be okay to yourself. Sure. All right, back to the article.
Sandra is very embarrassed and says, yes, and he has green eyes.
Yes, he is an idiot, and he has green eyes, meaning David, the guy sitting across from her, he didn't know she liked her, and now everyone knows she likes him, and he's feeling really silly. So that's why he's feeling embarrassed, right? On day one, I believe we had the word embarrassing, something that makes you feel silly. You did it in public, everyone's looking at you, and you've been walking around all day with, you know, food on your face. That's really embarrassing, and the way you feel is embarrassed. This is a good thing to remember. Often the feeling or what happens is the ing, and the way you feel is the ed. The movie is boring. I feel bored. Okay, falling down on the street was embarrassing. I feel, my emotions are embarrassed. You feel silly because you did something in front of people and everyone's like, look at that guy. All right, well, there you go. So I guess it kind of goes to show you don't know who likes you. Love can come from unexpected places, and also lie detector machines are maybe not the best way to find out.
Maybe not the best way to find out about who loves you or to find out. Yeah.
I think that's probably good advice. Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you back here sometime soon. Until then, ta-ta.
Bye.
I didn't expect that. In my mind, they're together. I try another angle and ask, are you in love? Is he in this room? Sandra answers yes to both. I ask about his eye color. She says no to blue and brown. I turn to Boffin. I say, "This machine doesn't work. I see everyone, and everyone has blue or brown eyes." When Boffin says, "Not everyone," I turn red. For my last question, I ask, "Is he an idiot?" Sandra is very embarrassed and says,
Yes, and he has green eyes.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 expect 动词料想。I didn't expect to see you here. 我没料想会在这里看到你。下一个单字 angle 名词看待事物的角度。Amy and Kelly look at this from different angles. Amy 和 Kelly 看待这件事情的角度不同。下一个单字 both 代名词两者。I like this pink dress and that purple skirt. Can I buy both, please? 我喜欢这件粉红色的洋装和那件紫色的裙子，我可以两件都买吗？拜托嘛。下一个单字 color 名词颜色。What color are your son's eyes? 你儿子的眼睛是什么颜色？接着我们来看一下重点文法。第一个 A and B are together. A 和 B 在一起。Together 的意思是在一起，关系亲密，可以指情侣交往或夫妻关系。我们来看看下面这个例句 Tom and the new girl are together now. Tom 跟新来的女孩在一起了。下一个文法 Somebody is in love. 某人坠入爱河。我们来看看这个例句 Is Mike in love? He looks happier. Mike 谈恋爱了吗？他看起来比以前快乐哎。下一个文法 A turns to B.A 转向 B 衍生出来的意思就是指 A 向 B 求助。我们来看看这个例句 I needed money, so I turned to my dad. 我需要钱，所以我向我爸求助。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Rice School is in northern Taitung County.An old rice mill and granary were turned into the school to promote the county's high-quality rice. Rice School gives a complete look at the rice-making process. Visitors can learn the steps to produce rice here. It has many lessons about rice.
这里的米好吃呢，大概是我们把它总归来，就是特殊的地形影响的气候，气候造就农产品品质的差异。那来到这里呢，这个是我们原本的碾米厂。那我们虽然盖了新厂，这旧厂有完整的保留下来。作用是呢，希望大家能够开始去重视你的食物。从重视食物以后呢，开始去尊敬土地，去认识农夫感谢农夫。那用这样的方式呢，让大家开始去了解你吃的食物怎么来的。所以我们把这个旧的碾米工厂把它转型成为一个大家可以来学习参观的一个场域所以来到
Tourists can learn about how rice is packed during the DIY lesson. Guests can take their rice bags home.
我们认为塑胶袋、纸袋其实都是过度包装，不管你用什么环保纸，什么都是过度包装。我们认为应该回到祖祖辈辈以前要吃多少买多少的年代，就是拿着麻袋，然后到我们店里来，自己要吃多少就做多少米回去。
关山米好好吃。
The store at Rice School sells many rice products. Don't forget to visit Rice School while in Taitung.
See you next time!